I've identified a new big issue, and this is something that everyone needs to at least be aware of. And that's the problem of entrepreneurs. A lot of people say that entrepreneurs are the rock stars of the new economy. They're actually a public menace. You don't believe me? I promise you, they create our first world problems. Seriously. Let's start with the first one. Very famous Olympian, Mr. Clarence Saunders. He got it in his head to create the world's first self-serve grocery store right here in Memphis called Piggly Wiggly. Before he came along, you would just hand the grocer your list, you tap your foot, and someone would bring you a box full of your groceries. Now, he does self-service supermarkets, and I've got to deal with this. I've got to wander around a well-lit warehouse for 30 minutes listening to Kenny G because they moved the darn Pop-Tarts again. Come on! Troublemaker. He's not as bad as the next guy that's coming up, though, let me tell you. Mr. Kimmons Wilson, Holiday Inn. He now makes it that you can go anywhere in this country and find a clean, reasonably priced, and safe room without having to take your chances in some shady motel. You know what else he's guaranteed? He's guaranteed that there's absolutely nothing stopping my boss from sending me to a seminar in the middle of nowhere. I mean, thank God they finally came up with mini bars, but who wants to pay $15 for an airplane bottle of vodka? Gosh. Ugh. All right, this guy takes the cake. Mr. Sam Phillips, Sun Studio. He recorded Elvis. He recorded Johnny Cash, which is great. He put their music out to the world. That's not bad, but they inspired other people who inspired other people who inspired other people who inspired Axl Rose. That's right. Sam Phillips and Sun Studios is responsible for Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. Jury's still out on Chinese democracy. Still doing research. Now, I've talked about people in the past, but here's something that's going to scare you even more. There are people right now, some of them are in this room, and they're causing problems with this entrepreneurship nonsense. They are public menaces. First one up. Gosh. Gwen Fisher, Impact Memphis, left a successful law career to become the director of a nonprofit organization which actively gets young professionals involved in community service. Well, Ms. Fisher, I just got to tell you, if I want to do my community service, I'll go to Spendini on a Friday night and find some little old lady that needs help crossing the street. Okay? I don't need any help with that. Thanks. It's Cougar Bar. This guy, Scott Brown, Mark's Menus. He makes it really easy to find not just restaurants, but individual menu items at restaurants. So you can find all this great food and you can comment, and it's great. You can find a lot of great stuff. But here's the problem. You ever try going into Circa and getting a table for one? I mean, come on. None of those cougars, they really didn't need help crossing the street because when you're 50, 5-inch heels doesn't really work too well. So you get it to go and eat it alone at home. This guy, Zach Whitten, award-winning web designer, does thegreatandsecretthing.com. He runs that for free in his spare time because he honestly believes that anyone that has any artistic talent or even thinks they do should be able to showcase it on the web. You can go to his site and you can check it out. Well, what if not everyone is Pablo Picasso? Is this something you can put on your site, Zach? Do you like this?
Break your legs for that, Mark.
Can we do this? Kip, help. All right, these two jokers are the worst. Instead of getting real jobs like pumping gas or flipping burgers or something, they devote their lives 24/7 to encouraging this nonsense. They even do this event called 48-Hour Launch, which launches a couple of great companies, but it also causes Red Bull addiction. Type 2 diabetes is nothing to laugh at. My cardiologist is still ticked, guys. Okay, seriously. I've been poking fun at a lot of really great people, but everyone that I've shown up here, I have nothing but love and respect for. Because these people are disruptive. That's their job. They question the status quo. They make changes so big that we can't even see the good. We only complain about the bad. And here's the best part about it. I am the dumbest person in this room, I guarantee you. You that's watching this, I'm dumber than you. Now, if we've established that I am dumber than all of you, that means that you're all smarter than me. And I have been able to draw from all of the experience and all of the innovation and all of the resources that this city has in order to accomplish some cool things. So what's your excuse? Nothing. So here's what I want. Somebody in this room has a great idea, and it's going to change the world. I want one of you to go out and be the next public menace. Create tomorrow's first world problems. Thank you very much. I love all of you.